More!
Okay, this next section, spoiler warning. If you didn't watch these 3 dramas, do not watch. Okay, we're gonna be talking about these 3 recent K-dramas and be rating them. We're talking about Crash Landing on You, Itaewon Class, and It's Okay to Be Not Okay. Get out of here if you didn't watch.
I didn't watch, but I'm gonna stay.
So we gave you homework, Wes, to watch the trailers of these dramas.
I've been hearing about Crash Landing on You like all during this year, actually. Mm-hmm. And what I gather is like she fell out of a plane and landed in a military zone, and then he's like, you gotta get out of here, and then she's like, she has special powers or something, like
what?
No
special powers.
No, she's normal.
There's something about her though that's like
she's a CEO.
But she stepped on the mine and it didn't blow up.
No,
that's just coincidence.
I think you were watching when I was watching, because I was watching on the plane ride when we went to New York.
I was surprised how like army military focused it was.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Let's just read the synopsis.
Rich girl paragliding, and then there's a accident that happens and she ends up in North Korea, and she meets a guy that tries to save her and to bring her back to South Korea.
Spoiler: she stays there.
Wait, they're South Korean army, right? In the DMZ or something?
North Korean. Yeah. They're North Korean men.
South Korean girl loves North Korean guy.
Oh, see, that's a huge. You have to start with that. That's a huge.
What? That's what we said.
Wait, we said that.
No.
She said she lands in North Korea.
Sorry. Okay. Let's start.
But there's a DMZ. There's a DMZ where they.
Let's go back. Okay.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Okay, so South Korean girl CEO is paragliding. She's testing out a product, her own product, and then an accident happens, like Jessica said. She lands in the DMZ. She doesn't know she's there. A North Korean military guy finds her and tries to get her out because they're still in that DMZ area.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But she ends up not trusting him. He's actually trying to help her.
Yeah.
She runs into North Korea and she ends up getting stuck there, so making it harder for her to escape. And she somehow happens upon him again, and he wants to help her out now. So now he's like helping her live there while he's trying to find an escape plan. And that's where the rest of the drama takes place.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, I did not expect that. That has political implications.
The trailer not show that?
You know, I was kind of half watching.
Oh my god!
You know what I'm interested? I want to watch the reaction videos. I want to see the North Koreans watching this, because North Koreans.
There are videos.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So was the reception good? Like, I can imagine this could bring people together, maybe. Or no, in the
end, a lot
end,
of them said they did a pretty accurate job of a lot of the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm gonna give it 4. 4.5.
That's pretty high.
I'm gonna give it 4.5.
Jessica, what's your rate?
3.
3?
What?
Ooh.
It wasn't my cup of tea.
So I really liked it because of the romance and stuff, but I felt like it dragged on a little bit too long sometimes with the episodes, and I didn't care for, certain storylines, like the side storylines. I really cared about the main 2.
Mm-hmm.
And although the other characters were very endearing at times, I felt like sometimes it was just too much. So there wasn't really because there wasn't really a second lead, right? With like they're basically their own couple that was happening on the side.
Like a love triangle? You want a love triangle?
No, it wasn't. It was a love triangle, I guess.
Like love quad.
Yeah. I think I cared more about like the main couple and their conflict getting her back at it, and everything besides that I was like, yeah. So like I feel like that part was the strongest for me, and like it really pulled my heart, and I was like, emotional.
Why'd you like it, Michelle?
I feel like I rate dramas, like K-dramas, off of like how much it makes me cry, like how much of a physical reaction it gets out of me. And even though I cry really easily, like there's not a lot of times where like after I finish a K-drama, I'll be like, ooh, let me rewatch these scenes. But I found myself like super hooked and being like, let me watch all of these like super cute moments or like these super dramatic moments again. And like even watching the post interviews.
Oh, me too. I was watching all of those.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're really cute. They're really cute.
A lot of, I think the OST like makes or breaks it too. Like if it's not like memorable, then like the K-drama, in my opinion, is kind of like you lose a lot of points. So like they had really good OST. So good. I have like at least like 5 of those songs in my Spotify.
You know, I also enjoyed that she's a very strong female character, and she wasn't like, you know, Wes, you brought up like the damsel in distress. Like even though at the beginning she was that, and he is helping her, like she's very strong-minded, and she influences him a lot. in the drama, and I really liked that difference. And yeah, I was like, oh, she's a
I
badass.
will. I'll look into it.
Spoiler, there's also parts where she saves him.
Jessica did not like this one, or not a cup of tea.
I don't think it's a bad drama at all. It's just I don't think it like the storyline was that interesting to me beyond like the romance between the two leads. Like I found myself like skipping around when it got to like, oh, the family of the main lead, or like anyone that wasn't the main lead or their core group of friends. It was just like, oh, it's not bad, but it's alright.
Oh, their friends are so cute.
You
It's
know,
funny because actually, Wes, one of the guys was watching Stairway to Heaven,
Oh yeah, he was super
Wait, what?
obsessed.
and
It
he
was like
sneaks,
a pirated version.
Wait, they reference other. That's kind of cool.
Need something comfy to wear while you're binging on those K-dramas late at night? We got you. We got new merch at wongfustore.com. Check it out now. Rep your Wongfu. Yay.
I'm curious about Itaewon Class because everyone's. Of course, you're watching Itaewon. Everyone's watching Itaewon Class.
Of course she's watching Itaewon. Who's not watching Itaewon? I'm watching Itaewon.
Rate it.
So, okay, this one, yes. Park Seo-joon. Wow.
Is he your main?
Yes, but his hair is terrible in this. So this story is about an ex-convict, Park Se-ro-yi. His dad dies really tragically, and there's like a bully who's from a rich family. And basically this bully and the dad keeps ruining his life over and over again with his dad. So basically he feels like he's being punished by this family over and over and being wrongfully convicted. Actually, multiple times.
Well, he actually becomes an ex-convict because he beats up the bully. He like had to go to jail.
Is it justified? Like, are we on his side for that, or?
We're on his side, yes.
Yeah.
Like
It's not
Okay.
justified why he went to prison.
Yeah.
No, like, should I be upset that I'm rooting for a convict?
No, you should not be upset you're rooting for a convict.
Okay, so he's a bad boy. Okay.
He went to jail for not the right reasons.
Got it.
Because like he just punched a guy.
Did he go to prison for a bad haircut? Honest question. Everyone talks about the haircut.
Oh my God.
I think the haircut was fine. I wasn't bothered by it.
You feel for the ex-convict. So basically he's being, wrongfully convicted over and over and over again. So his dad, who passed away, he wanted to open a bar. And he wants to open a bar to kind of fulfill that dream of his dad's. So, and he has like this plan enacted, like, yeah, when I get out, I'm going to do this. The bully and his dad own a really big company, and they're the opposing like
Bar restaurant
industry, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're like the
They're
top,
like number one. Yeah.
Yes, they're the top restaurant in Korea.
Okay.
So basically, he's trying to like avenge his dad by having a successful bar. So as he's like growing this bar, he gains a team, and they're very cute and nice. And what am I using these words?
It's like they're like in Korean society they're not like accepted, quote unquote. Like there's like a trans person, there's a black person in Korea who speaks Korean, which a lot of people like. They kind of address a lot of issues there, like racial issues, like trans issues and all that stuff, even like ex-convict stuff. So yeah,
Cool.
It's like what you would title as misfits, quote unquote,
Yeah.
in Korea. Yeah,
So this is definitely more about his story.
it's about his story to
Business.
succeed. Yeah, a
His
business.
redemption.
It's not so much about romance as much.
There is
Okay.
It's like
there is
20%.
romance.
There is
but
romance, but that's not
Well,
the focus.
I mean, I've been to Itaewon and I like it. I like that they have a diverse group of friends. I want to tell him, hey, I understand you wanting to live and fulfill the dream for your dad, but you have your own life too. And don't let that dream get in the way of your own.
That's his dream.
No, that's his dad's dream.
No,
but
it's his
His dad was
dream.
tragically died. But so the haircut was apparently because it was drawn from a webtoon, and it's supposed to show, and that's what his haircut looked like in the webtoon.
Oh, okay.
And it's supposed to show that he's never changing and that he's the same person throughout.
That's
whole
cool.
life.
I think it's cool that webtoons are so big in South Korea that they're a proof of concept
Yeah.
for bigger shows. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, so I can't rate it.
But you said, were you intrigued by it at all, or you just don't want to watch it at all?
I think I wasn't intrigued by the story, so I didn't bother watching it.
I gave it a 3.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
The last one was 4.5, right? So this is slightly lower than Crash Landing.
Yeah.
For me.
I liked the journey that he has, but when
Yeah.
I watch K-dramas, I like the romance aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And even though that like he ends up with the girl that I wanted him to end up with, it didn't feel believable at the very
Yeah.
end, and it felt very, very rushed.
Yep, yep,
if they didn't have the romance aspect, maybe I would have even like given it a better rating, just because I feel like then they wouldn't have been all over the place. But yeah, but the
But
song was
should-
really good.
Oh, that song is always stuck in my head. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Saying I completely agree with Michelle. I actually enjoyed it a lot for his journey with his business, and I just felt like, you know, him gaining that success was awesome and seeing like his redemption story. But yeah, the love story was so odd, and it's weird
Yeah.
because Park Seo Joon is very like, he tends to be in very romantic stories, and he can definitely play that up. So I feel like he brought that, but with the girls that were his leads, I was like, this is so awkward. And the one he ended up with, I did not want him to end up with.
Oh,
her,
really?
actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I think because it felt kind of forced.
Yeah. I think the girls' characters were not very developed. Like you couldn't tell who they kind of were.
I mean, it's funny because like the girl, like I feel like she can be very relatable. Like she's a young girl. She's actually like social media manager.
She's also a sociopath. Like they say that in there. So what did you think about the trailer, Wes?
It was colorful. That's what I remember.
All right, It's Okay Not to Be Okay is actually the most recent one. It's still like episodes are still being aired. So the synopsis of this is it's about a guy who has like a autistic brother, and he like goes around like as a nurse for like psychiatric, and then he encounters this woman who is an author of like children's books, but she's very, very dark, and her children's books are kind of dark too. She's kind of like obsessive a little bit too, and so they like cross paths, and then she like is chasing him, and then they both have very dark pasts and broken pasts. It's so far you're just unveiling a lot of like what's going on in their like past lives that made them who they are now, because they have yes.
Why is she in the locker room with him?
Because of the abs.
All right, so the difference between this K-drama is like the female lead is super forward. Like she's super
Yeah, she
like,
did the.
Yes, she did, and I remember being like, yeah, she's super forward. Like she's the chaser actually, and he's like no, because like he's like trying to focus his life on just taking care of his brother, and then she's just like more compulsive and is like, oh, just do whatever you want to do. So it's kind of like two opposites attract. Yeah,
And it's definitely like a drama that's more about healing and like mental illness and all that stuff.
yeah.
So it's a lot darker than most Korean dramas.
I will say, out of the 3 trailers, this one caught my attention the most.
I knew it.
Kim Soo Hyun, he just does it so well.
Did not watch this one yet.
She also seems like a lot older than he is, but
No, they're the same. She's younger.
It's her voice
Oh.
that makes her feel like she's more mature.
They're both very great actors. Like I was very surprised because I never heard of her before up until this drama, and I was like, Kim Soo Hyun's already such a great actor. I hope she can be at his level. But
No, but
I
like
think
she's like leading this drama.
I think
right
she's so
now.
much better. Yeah.
Like she outshines him. Because I guess
Well-
it's also because of his dialogue and stuff. Her
and
dialogue.
his character. Yeah.
I feel like I've been really well versed and caught up to date with all these dramas. Thank you, ladies. I'll give you my commentary as I watch them.
Great.
Yeah.
Which one would
Yeah.
you watch out of the 3 that we just said?
Yeah, probably. It's not okay to be not okay.
It's okay
to
to
not
be-
be okay.
Even as a title alone, you know, that's already such a forward title. You know, like I don't get any kind of life advice from Crash Landing on You. Like, what does that tell me? Nothing. Tells me nothing.
Crash into people.
Follow
Oh.
people.
Make your own
Crash here,
K-drama
crash
tropes.
there. I will.